All right, we got a video here. Cops catch man after dumping a chopped up body into the river. Let's see how he gets out of this one.
And how many pieces?
Just came to the house. She said she found a foot.
Your granddaughter did?
Yeah, that is real, right?
Looks to be that way.
A teenager's walk near the water turns into a nightmare when she discovers dismembered human remains. Within days, detectives are led away from the river and straight to a house of horrors.
All I remember is hanging up in the water.
The following footage has never been seen before. On September 18, 2024, officers in Bay City, Michigan are dispatched to a local boat launch after receiving a report of human remains discovered in the water. They arrive to find a man and his granddaughter who tell a disturbing tale.
Well, she just came to the house. She said she found a foot.
Your granddaughter did?
Yeah. And
okay.
She said, will you go back over there with me? I said, yeah. I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah.
I've always wondered like this happens. I hope we don't have too often.
What body part did you see first?
That one.
The foot?
Yep. And then she did a walkthrough, and that's when she found the hand. That is real, right?
Looks to be that way. Look at the tissue.
I mean, how the hell does that happen?
Cuts it off.
Where's the hand at? Can you point to where it says on the other side of the dock or what?
No, it's right here in between all the trees.
The officer follows the teen's directions and discovers a severed left arm floating palm up in the water. According to police records, both limbs appear to have been cleanly severed, one leg at the lower calf and one arm near the bicep. In a later report, one officer describes what appears to be a saw blade or chop mark on the bone.
Is this the only other one you've seen?
Yes,
Yeah, this is legit.
The scene is secured and officers conduct a thorough search of the shoreline.
Horrifying.
As they make their...
That is a weird thing. Your daughter's hanging out by the river and then invites you on a nice pleasant walk finding more body parts before calling the police. The different pace of life out in the Midwest. Because as a city suburbanite, I find the foot and I already will call 911.
Their way along the edge of the water, they make more gruesome discoveries. Another partial arm and leg, also appearing to be cut with a sharp object. However, the rest of the body is nowhere to be found, prompting a larger search that continues the following morning.
Honestly,
While nothing else of note is discovered in the water, officers receive another concerning call.
So, what brought you out here today?
That man. We were just out looking for his car. I went back to grab her because we were going to go over to my other brother's house. Mm-hmm. He called, said he found my car.
The same day the remains in the river were discovered, family members of 41-year-old Justy Stillwell reported him missing. His loved ones had not heard from him in days, and now his missing Jeep had turned up abandoned in a parking lot less than 1 mile from where the body parts were found.
So do you have any idea how long this vehicle's been out here for at all?
No idea at all. All I know is, from my knowledge, when we were in this house yesterday, we were looking at the calendar, and the last he X'd off every day. He didn't X off Saturday. And I don't think maybe even Friday, and his trash wasn't put out. So then we're like, what the hell's going on? But I'm a 41-year-old male, sometimes they can just decide to, but it wasn't like him.
Has he mentioned anything about talking to anyone new or out of the ordinary? Because
I didn't talk to him that much. The last time I seen him was my dad's funeral.
According to his brothers, Justy is a man of habit who doesn't have any enemies, making his sudden disappearance all the more concerning. Although no one has officially connected Justy to the remains, everyone at the scene knows what had been found the night before.
Yeah, she's all worked up with everything that's going on the other side of the river, too. It's plastered all over Facebook. I know you're not going to give me any information, but I got a pretty damn good idea.
It's not complete what we found.
Right.
But as an officer, I look at situations, and coincidences sometimes
don't make sense. I did yesterday. I made Darty put it in my head. It is what it is. This is so out of character.
Keep the hope.
40-some years and never doing anything like this.
According to police records, the remains are identified through fingerprints as Justy Stillwell. Detectives turn to Justy's digital life, and a breakthrough comes from a young man who had been chatting with him on Grindr the day he disappeared. The young man wanted to meet up, but he tells investigators that Justy was walking to a friend's house and said he couldn't. Doing some detective work of his own, he
All right, that's a new one for this channel. The deadly grinder hookup. I'm sure it happens more often than not.
More often than not? What do you mean?
Well, okay.
You know,
I'm sure more people hook up on Grindr than brutally murder somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That was the wrong choice of idiom and phrase.
Yes.
I'm sure it happens regularly, though.
From time to time.
From time to
We
time.
don't know
There
the
we go.
stats
That's
on that.
That's the right verbiage.
But yeah, this is like the start of a horror movie. And, you got that. I mean, you could call the movie Grindr. The Grindr horror movie. But I think it's going to end short because they already know exactly who did it. And this guy's like going to be a moron. And they're just going to be like, hey, why'd you do this? And it's going to be like the shortest horror movie.
And he's probably.
ever.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not even going to go, wow, that's a very heavy accusation, officer. I should have a lawyer present.
I see this guy.
Yeah, let's find out the Grindr murderer.
He reached out to the friend online. The friend responded, sent back a selfie, and with that photo, investigators identified him as 40-year-old Robert Tweedley. On September 25th, he's taken to the law enforcement center, where investigators sit him down for an interview.
So what is your understanding for why we're here talking to you today? I don't know exactly what happened. I've been going through a lot of sorry about my language. It's okay. A few months ago, I called community mental health to admit myself for wanting to commit and then hurting others, and nobody would listen. Nobody would give me the help that I needed. I got drunk one night and somebody was a couple months ago, somebody offered me meth. Well, I got kind of hooked on it. I don't remember much. I just remember getting high and drunk, and that's it. And then I saw on the news what was happening. I put two and two together. So as far as what? His name is Justy.
Despite what he claims, the investigators have gathered more incriminating evidence, which they'll confront him with later. But for now, they tell Robert the brutality of his actions could make people see him as something far worse, unless he explains what happened.
The FBI is wanted to get.
Okay, he should have already gotten a lawyer. Before you even get in that room, I need a lawyer. But here he is about to spill the beans.
Involved in this because of what happened. They've thrown out things like serial killer and stuff like that, and I don't think anybody. I don't think that's what happened here. I think that this is something that got out of hand, some sort of domestic situation. I know he can be a persistent guy. Only you can fill in the details. I don't remember everything. You may not remember everything, but you remember some of it. I blacked out for a few hours. He actually came over just to talk and help me through communication, had somebody to talk to. Okay. I've only known him for a couple months or so. All I remember is cleaning it up. Cleaning what up? The blood.
The sergeants conducting the interview aren't convinced that Robert doesn't remember killing Justy, but the more they let him talk, the more he seems to recall.
How did you kill him? I don't think how I did it. I pushed him down the stairs. Did you push him down the stairs? I think I did, yeah. I pushed him down because he was getting out. Because he was getting out? Yeah. Like leaving the house? Yeah. How did you kill him? When you say you pushed him down the stairs, did that kill him or did something else kill him? I think he would have been dead, but I think I choked him. I think I choked him. So when you pushed him down the stairs, was he hurt from that? Yeah, he was barely breathing.
All of it.
How did you choke him?
He's got pretty good details, even though he's blacked out.
Got on top of him, straight with him. One with a rope or with my hands? One hand or two hands? Oh. Do you remember how that felt? I couldn't stop. That was the thing. If I wasn't so I would have called 911.
By Robert's account, with Justy deceased at the bottom of the stairs, he was faced with the issue of getting him out of the house. But Robert explains Justy's body was too heavy, so he did the unthinkable.
I chopped him up, so I couldn't get him out of the basement. What did you use to chop him up? Probably an axe. Probably, or is that what you used? That's what I used.
Robert says he walked to Justy's home, took his Jeep, and drove it to Walmart, where he used cash from Justy's wallet to purchase the axe. Afterwards, he used the Jeep during the disposal of the remains. He admits to dumping his arms and legs into the river, but placed the remainder of his body in a nearby field.
I did. Me too. I believe that. You don't know what led up to this, though? Mental health.
It was a good cup.
I believe you. Here, have a tissue.
I called and I begged for help. They wouldn't help me. We need to start setting some things right. Obviously, like I told you, we have his arms and legs, but I would like to get the rest of his body and his head so that we can give him a proper burial for his family. Will you please help me with that today? That'll go a long way to show that you are sorry. Whatever it takes, because I'm not a monster and I'm not a killer. I wanted to kill myself, not anybody else. I believe that.
After disposing of Justy's remains, Robert spent time cleaning up any evidence of his sinister actions, even posting about his...
That's where, I'm all for, like, okay, mental health awareness, and, like, some people are way, way out there, but this guy is, like, hiding the body. There was a lot of time for him to come clean,
Yeah. Well, obviously he panicked. There was probably an overwhelming of anger, a feeling of rejection or something. Jilted lover. That kind of...
Oh, yeah, we don't exactly know why he did anything.
Yeah, it could have been...
They got in an argument or something.
Obviously he claims to be really intoxicated. I kind of believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then he pushed him down the stairs, and then he finished the job. And then...
Yeah.
And then what makes
That's strike 3.
Yeah, well, and then strike 4 is taking money out of his wallet, taking his car, going to Walmart, and strolling around Walmart to buy an axe. And then 2 different separate trips to, like, drop body parts off at different places. It's not looking good for mental health advocacy,
Now he's remorseful, and now he can try to blame it on being crazy or being out of his mind or being on drugs, but I don't know if any court, with all of those factors would ever buy into that.
No. Well, and you know what? To whip out some level of advocacy, I'm going to sound very woke by even bringing up such a thing. The court is definitely not going to like the fact that the whole gay thing with Grindr and all that.
Depending what state they're in.
Depending on the state. But it looks like it's a Midwest state from the status of certain men's beards and other stuff like that. A lot less sympathy is going to be directed his way. And it doesn't even matter. I mean, he killed the guy, chopped up his body, and dumped it around, all around town. But, still, just more fuel for the fire.
Cleaning spree on social media. In a chilling Facebook post made the day after Justy was killed, Robert wrote, "I'm so tired I can't sleep at night. I cleaned my house today. I got back on a cleaning kick. Just wish I had the right cleaning supplies, LOL, but hoping to get some sleep tonight. I have a 10-hour shift."
May I ask?
Okay, that LOL got him an extra 20 years.
What is he doing? He's posting on Facebook the next day that he's cleaning his house while he's disposing of the body?
Yeah, I wish I had the right cleaning supplies, LOL. Yeah, that got him some extra time.
Question. Sure. How did you guys know it was me?
Great
A lot
question.
of really good police work. A lot of really good detectives put it together.
Towards the end of the interview, investigators ask if he'll lead them to the rest of Justy's remains. Robert agrees and guides them to a nearby field.
Going the right direction. So did you drive through here? How far back?
Stop that car. And there's a fence that divides us. Okay. There's a hole in the fence. This way? There's no car, this fence right here. Okay. And it goes all the way. Is he on that side of the fence? Literally, that hole in the fence.
Cadaver dogs assist in the search, and investigators recover Justy's pelvis, upper legs, torso, and head. Meanwhile, Robert's home is searched, and investigators find multiple items used in the crime that Robert admits trying to burn in a fire pit. In the basement, they find apparent blood and marks in the concrete consistent with an axe blade. Robert is permitted to write an apology letter to Justy's family, which reads in part, "If I could take it all back, I would, and trade places with Justy. I pray to God that his soul is at rest, and I pray to God for you, his mother, and family can move on, and remember Justy for who he was, a kind, loving man who only wanted to help a friend in need." Robert was arrested and held on a $1 million bond. He now faces 2 charges, homicide, open murder, and dead bodies, disinterment, and mutilation. Yeah. His trial is scheduled for 2026.
That's the catfishing thing, in his profile pics, he's got the long hair. And I will say, be careful online who you meet, who you spend time with, who you agree to meet, who you give money to. All these catfishing internet things are going on all the time.
Well, 10 years ago, there was like the Craigslist murders, where people are using Craigslist to hey, I'm a hot young single chick. Meet me in the alley behind, in the middle of the city. The one with no cameras kind of thing. A lot of people are getting murdered.
I'm so afraid of all that stuff. Even like a girl you meet online, it's like, okay, is there some guy hiding in the back room somewhere, or anything like that. But be safe out there, people.
Well, that's why I like meeting women in public, and also women. Yeah, they're just as likely to murder me as a guy, but they'll do it in their own way.
It's a better chance that they look like, what you see. What you see is what you get if you meet them in person. And, that they're not out there to, there's not some big ongoing scam, because with anything to do with women, meeting women, there's going to always be like a guy involved,
Well, one of the easiest things in the world to take advantage of is someone's loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
And, be careful out there, guys and gals. They, them, zims,
and
sirs.
Guys who like guys. That's an even crazier. Because not even crazier, but it's a guy meeting a guy. It's like guys are the scariest ones.
We're the monsters.
Yeah, it's like I'm meeting a guy.
We'll push you down the stairs to be able to choke you to death. We don't have to poison anybody or stab them in the back or anything. It's just straight up brutal murder.
Imagine being a girl dating online, meeting a guy. And being like, is this a safe guy? How do they know?
Yeah, exactly. It's scary meeting strangers, but it's got to be done for the future of the human race. Just wish it worked out better than this for everybody out there. All right, and with that, thank you, everybody. What thoughts do you have on this?